Welcome. I'm Rosie Morale and my YouTube channel is Rosie Morale. The title of this video is called Conspiracy Theories Are Worse Than the Covid-19 Virus. I want to answer a question. Do conspiracy theories actually help us in any way? I've done some research and I'm going to read a sort of script I've written from the research that I've done. Conspiracy theories, I believe, suggest that we are all victims, that there is an us and a them, and that there is a higher power that can possibly control us and have power over us. This may not be in the way they are perceived initially, but this is definitely what they are suggesting. I have now been sent 4 different videos, conspiracy theory videos, by 4 different people. I watched one that showed a US doctor who is making assumptions that the virus came about from pharmaceutical companies, and that Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton, in order for all of them to capitalize on developing a vaccine, he suggested that there was no money in developing new drugs anymore. So the pharmaceutical companies, plus Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton, have moved on to vaccines. In this video, it was suggesting it would possibly become a global law that you would need to have this vaccine in order to work, travel, or do anything. I do not like watching or promoting conspiracy theory videos, but I felt inclined to watch this one. The feeling I was left with after watching was fear. There was no hope. We can't trust anyone. It was really quite damaging for my emotional well-being. I then decided to do some research on the science behind immune systems and your emotional well-being. So this research was listed on the medical news today, and it was a study where it showed scientists assessed the immune response of volunteers by collecting blood samples and looking for markers of inflammation. Inflammation occurs naturally as part of the immune response when the body reacts to infections or wounds. However, high levels of inflammation are associated with poor health and a range of chronic conditions. The main scientist, Graham England, and her team noticed that individuals who experienced negative moods several times a day for extended periods of time tended to have higher levels of inflammation biomarkers in their blood. The scientists also note that if they collected blood samples from participants soon after they had experienced a negative emotion such as sadness or anger, inflammation markers were all the more present in the blood. However, experienced positive moods even for a short while before the collection of blood sample was associated with lower inflammation levels. However, this was only consistent for male participants in that particular study. For this reason, I believe that conspiracy theories are just as bad as the virus, as they can cause you to feel fear, which will lower your immune system, according to the research I've just read out. In fact, I believe they are worse, because at desperate times when people need hope, trust, and a sense of security, the conspiracy theory goes to a layer of deep insecurity within vulnerable people who will buy into it and then spread the theory like the virus spreads, creating a feeling of weakness, deep uncertainty, and a feeling of loss of power and separation, also lowering immune system. The thing with conspiracy theory videos is it allows people to have freedom of speech. which is very important. However, a lot of the information that is promoted is either speculation or biased. It's biased evidence which is not balanced by other evidence. In fact, in the video I watched that I mentioned earlier, the interviewer who was interviewing the doctor was saying to him, "This sounds like pure speculation." However, because the way the doctor was dressed, he had 2 PhDs and he spoke well, he also mentioned some facts. So then the speculation gets wrapped up together with the facts, and you buy into a speculative conspiracy theory as though it is fact. I've actually seen this specific video posted by a couple of people who I've deemed to be intelligent, and actually one of them is a course leader and has influence over people as a role model. I was shocked to see that they were actually promoting this video as though it was fact when it clearly isn't and wasn't. I have 2 degrees, one in psychology and one in education. I have advanced qualifications in therapy, and I'm also a Reiki master and a channel of energy. I understand through my qualifications and personal experience how the mind and subconscious work. When people are in a heightened state of anxiety, they are much more susceptible to false facts or speculation that grab at their vulnerabilities, especially someone who appears as an authoritative figure, such as a doctor. People are less able in this state to use logic, as they are acting from an emotional place of deep insecurity. Their decision making becomes poor, and the leadership of their lives can become erratic. Hence, people stockpiling for toilet roll and food. It's an irrational emotional response. I have been guided to do this YouTube video as a message of hope and to empower everybody, but not only everybody, empower each and every being and consciousness that exists, as I believe we are all one. I'm going to encourage people to balance the emotions with logic. As a therapist and a spiritual teacher, I have been guided to use logic. Here is some logic. We are all made up of atoms. So is everything in how our whole entire universe is also made up of atoms. There is a fact in physics that if one atom, any atom, so it could be a hydrogen atom, a nitrogen atom, if that atom, which could be on the other side of the universe, moves just slightly, it will very, very subtly affect all of our atoms in our whole entire body. That is an actual fact in physics. It's a very subtle effect, but it is a fact that shows that all atoms are connected. So our bodies are all connected, really, and that everything is connected. It also shows that every atom is omnipresent. So just using that logic, there really is nothing to be afraid of with what these conspiracy theories are trying to promote, because we are all built up on atoms, so therefore we are all connected. I've just explained that in the facts of physics. I hope that video has helped you. It's helped me to express my feelings and to do my own research and use my logical mind to conduct that. I wish you all well. I wish you all well at this time and have lots of immunity for your own well-being. God bless, lots of love, and namaste.